Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel, and today I'm bringing you another pick a card reading, and today's topic is, what are you manifesting? So what are you bringing into your life? And as I was shuffling the cards, I was thinking about like a 6-month time frame. So what are you manifesting over the next 6 months? So I have 3 piles for you. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So go ahead and take a second, see which pile resonates with you, and we can go ahead and get started. Hi, pile 1. So if you chose the first pile, then this is your reading on what are you manifesting within like the next 6 months. And I do just have to say before we get started, when I was shuffling the decks, there was a couple cards from 2 different decks that were kind of mixed together, so I had to sort them out. But when I was getting the layout for pile 1, I did get the 5 of Pentacles from the old deck and I moved it out. But I definitely think that that's an energy that's on this reading. But what I see is a lot of progress moving forward from a difficult cycle. So with this Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords, and the Moon. So you may, over the next 6 months, whether this is the plan or not, you may be actually processing a lot of healing and like just kind of moving through some trauma at this time. Things that you maybe didn't even realize were impacting you like in a really significant way. With the Wheel of Fortune, I see a lot of forward movement energy. I feel like you're really clearing out a lot of like traumatic energy, any energy that needs to be healed, because you have a lot of good things coming in. This might be like in the latter half of those 6 months. So moving from the 8 of Swords to the 9 of Swords, if there was any sort of limiting beliefs, insecurities, anything that was really kind of buried deep, the things that you're going to be experiencing over the next 6 months are really going to help you to unearth those and move forward. Because after that, we have the 3 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and the Hierophant. So I see some big collaborations happening here. I see some investments here. I have to be honest here, especially with the 10 of Cups and the Hierophant, if some of you are manifesting either like a marriage or a long-term commitment, there's huge energy for that here. It's really beautiful. I see a lot of happiness. And I think that's why we have this really strong energy of the Wheel of Fortune and the Moon first. Moving out of feeling a little bit stuck. Processing anything that might be kind of like just hard on your heart, hard on your spirit. Because you need to clear the way for some really positive manifestations here. You might be healing your inner child over these next 6 months as well too, or might just be healing anything. I think that's why we see kind of like this processing of negative energy, so you can make way for a really, really positive energy, especially when it comes to like having positive connections. This could be a romantic connection. This could be like healing with family, having a more positive and happy relationship with the people around you, your loved ones. Whether you know it or not, you could have had some just like limiting beliefs or limiting patterns that weren't fully in alignment with allowing this to happen. So especially too, I feel like this healing is going to come through and really help open things up for you. I also see if you have any like projects that you're working on, I see that these are going to continue to grow. I actually see that you're going to be very, very happy in whatever you're investing in. So if there's any like seeds you're planting at this time, any like work you're really putting into some sort of project, I see that really, really elevating, making you very happy here. Let's see. Yeah. So these came out in the challenge position, but I'll take them. I definitely have to say here, pile 1, there's something on your heart that you're needing to like move out here. And once again, as you can see still, there's cards from the other deck that got mixed up in this deck. We have the Empress on top, the Lovers, and the 4 of Cups. Yeah. There's something that you're having to heal from. I do see you healing from that. But I feel like it's had like a really, really big impact on you. Especially too if there's some sort of situation that you like want to get over. I see that happening. I'm so curious though. How does this 3 of Swords and the Devil relate to the 10 of Cups and the Hierophant? Yeah. So it's like once you heal your feelings, whatever you experienced in this situation, I see something really, really positive, a really positive connection moving forward for you. Wow, beautiful. So much healing here. Wow, so much healing here. Really beautiful. Nine of Cups. Really nice. So many good things coming for you, especially like in the latter half of that 6 months. I almost said 6 of Cups again, which is interesting. So it definitely could even be some situation with someone from the past that you're having to heal from. Even trauma that you think you've healed, but there's still something. Wow. A great financial abundance coming in here. For some of you, if you're manifesting a long-term commitment with someone, I see it coming in. I see it being very successful, very financially abundant here. So if you're trying to heal from someone, this could be you meeting someone new. Yeah. Anything in the past that may have like hardened your heart, I feel like you're going to be healing that and like really opening that up here. Yeah, the Sun, happiness, the Lovers, Ace of Wands and the Emperor. Yeah, wow. So what I'm seeing for you, healing from anything that you need to heal from. If there's something that you've been struggling to heal with, I see you actually completing that, especially too if you ask God for help, especially too if you ask your angels for help. That can make a big difference. So just ask specifically for what you want. If you want to stop caring about something or want to stop hurting over something, ask God to do that for you. Give it a little bit of time and it will happen. And then after that, I see a beautiful connection here. A lot of healing, great abundance here. I see a lot of growth in your finances and the things that you're working on. And I see a lightness of spirit here. Really beautiful. And I do feel called to say, don't feel super rushed. Don't be hard on yourself in this process because it's not easy here, especially with the Devil here. But I feel like you can do it. And I feel like this is one of those situations too, when you're on the other side of this, once you've healed and all these good things come in, it's really that kind of situation where you're not even going to remember what made you upset. You're not even going to remember what you were hung up on or what, was really like breaking your heart. I feel really called to talk about an example where it's really funny. For me in my own life, I see that a lot of my readings do manifest for me as well. And there are times where I will look back on a reading from like 6 months ago and I'll remember doing the reading and thinking about how it might apply to my own life. A lot of the times when I'm listening to my readings about like healing or like difficult situations, I can't even really remember what I was thinking about at that time in terms of relating to me. Just because so much has happened in my life, so much positive forward movement has happened, the things that felt really heavy on my heart at that time, I don't really remember too well, what I was struggling with at that time just because so much progress has happened for me. I hope that makes sense. So if there's something you're really struggling with in terms of healing and moving forward, just know that so many good things are going to come in for you that you're barely going to even remember the pain. And I think that's wonderful. Really, really be optimistic about the future. I see good things coming in. One last card for my pile 1. Come on, you guys. You're going to get exactly what you want. I feel like it's going to come in quick. This is going to be a beautiful, loving, exciting connection if that's what you're manifesting. This is going to be a very passionate person here. Yeah, and anyone from the past that you were struggling with, anything you were struggling with in the past, I feel like you're leaving that out. And really like growing from this. Beautiful connection. I see family connections looking really good. For some of you too, if you're manifesting like a home as well, specifically I'm hearing you're going to be able to accomplish that. So just keep working hard. Beautiful. So that's what I have for you, pile 1. Wonderful, wonderful. I do hope it resonated. If it didn't, that's okay. You can check out one of the other piles, one of my other readings, or you can book a personal with me. All right, thank you so much, pile 1. I really, really like this. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, pile 2. So if you chose a second pile, then this is your reading on what are you manifesting within the next 6 months. So really powerful energy to start, really beautiful energy. I'm seeing a lot of blessings from God and the divine, like really powerful forward movement here. I'm seeing a lot of success. I'm seeing abundance. I'm seeing blessings. If there's anything in particular you've been asking for, praying for, I see that that's going to be delivered here. I'm also seeing some reconciliation energy in terms of the people around you. There could have been something in the recent past where there could have been friends, family, coworkers, just acquaintances even. Somebody you knew, or maybe more than one person, brought a little bit of conflict energy or difficulty to your life, and I feel like that's going to be changing here. I definitely see some people wanting to turn over a new leaf when it comes to how they treat you. So if you were having some difficult, energy with others in the past, people around you, I see that that's really going to be changing pretty dramatically here. I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of respect, a lot of recognition. If you're manifesting some physical changes in your looks, and that really can be anything, but if you're kind of trying to elevate in a physical way, I see that being very, very successful here. I see really positive changes too in terms of interacting with others. So if you felt like you were struggling with making friends or making good friends or making positive connections, I see that that's going to be getting a lot better as well. If you're manifesting travel, I see that happening for you as well. Beautiful. I feel like you have some things that you've been investing in or trying to work on for a long time that are going to be coming in. Also, if you're manifesting reconciliation or an apology from someone, I see you getting that. I see whoever has brought difficulties or conflict to your life, they're experiencing a lot of karma at this time. So if you were manifesting people who've tried to hurt you or people who betrayed you, if you were manifesting them getting karma, they're definitely getting that pretty strongly here. So much so it's causing them to transform. I see a lot of the people around you falling into alignment with you. The reality you're manifesting, I see that being extremely powerful. The world you're manifesting here, if you had some hopes, dreams, or aspirations for the way that the world was going to change or develop, you're going to be seeing some things over the next 6 months that are going to confirm what you were hoping for. Wow, very powerful energy here too. Also, I feel called to say, if some of you are on the path to being an earth angel, and no one is perfect, it's a continuous journey throughout life, but I see you kind of leveling up in that as well. Your spiritual gifts are going to be elevating tremendously. Your connection to the divine, your ability to work with the divine, and also in terms of seeing synchronicities and messages from your angels and God, those are going to become a lot clearer for you. You're going to receive clearer and clearer instructions on how you should move in life. But what I like here with this Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, it's there's going to be a continuous sort of bubble of victorious energy around you. So for some of you, I do have to say, if you are feeling sort of anxious about the idea of, am I doing the right thing? Am I following my true path? Am I interpreting synchronicities correctly? I feel like there's an energy around you of, as long as you're kind of following your passions and trying to be a good person, trying to be a strong person with good boundaries, I feel like no matter what you do, there's going to be success here. I feel like your angels are really enjoying working with you, and there's going to be a lot of course correcting. So say for instance, if you do miss a message from your angels or something, it's not going to be the end of the world. I feel like they'll do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. I feel like you're going to be helping a lot of people too. So if you're sharing messages or trying to share positive energy, oh, this is nice. Okay, so especially too, if that resonates for you and you're trying to put positive messages out there, I see that there's going to be a beautiful kind of, I'm imagining, have you ever heard of a lazy river? So it's just, it's like a man-made river or a pool where it's just one circuit. So the water just kind of flows in a circle. It flows in a cycle. And I'm seeing that sort of energy around you where as you're putting out more positive energy, as you're putting out positive messages and light messages into the world, the people who are hearing them, the people who are impacted by them are going to be feeding you a lot of positive energy back. I'm seeing your energetic battery and sort of your positive karma multiplying tremendously here. If you have any sort of online platform, if you're doing anything through the internet here with the world, I see you being very, very successful. I feel like the divine is so proud of you. Wonderful. Okay, let's get some more. I like this a lot, pile 2. Yeah, the Hermit, a lot of enlightenment here. Ooh, your spiritual gifts are going to be increasing tremendously here. I definitely also see you. Oh, if you are experiencing any sort of like financial issues either, I see that those are going to be resolved really beautifully for you, like really, really well. If you are stressed out about money or finances, I see that improving tremendously. Nice. I love this. Yeah. Also, too, I feel like if there was like, this is more specific, but if there was any sort of like workplace situation that was a little bit stressful for you, wow, I see that getting a lot better. The Justice. Wow, the Temperance and the Ten of Pentacles. Money's looking great. Money's looking great. And especially too, because we were talking about the context of work. I feel like some of you are going to be elevating, making more money, or just like getting a more, specifically like a more stable or secure position, if that resonates for you. Anything else for pile 2? Yeah, the Magician. You are an incredibly powerful manifestor at this time. I think maybe in the recent past you were feeling sort of on the defense with people, but I see things getting a lot calmer. Wow, super fast movement. Okay, if you're manifesting a new car, you're gonna get that. If you're manifesting a marriage, wow, I'm seeing that. If some of you are like already married or already in a commitment and you're trying to manifest starting a family, I see that happening for you. Oh my gosh, let's see. That's nice. If you are manifesting somebody back, I do see that person coming for you as well. Wow. Someone really wants to be like balanced with you and not be like deceptive anymore. And once again, we talked about energy and manifestation and how these things work. And it's not even necessarily, you know, you can ask for specific things, you can pray for specific things, but those things are really going to move once you've created the specific energy you need to make that happen. And so creating an energy of really true positivity and healing, opening up your channels of energetic communication, and creating that energy of success, of flow. Once you've opened that up, once you've created that energy, that's when I see that a lot of things like this can come in. And then, of course, putting in the hard work, making good decisions as well to help facilitate that. And I don't say that to say that even I've mastered this, but I've seen it for others. I've seen it in my own life. And I've also seen how that can change depending on your actions. So if you're kind of closing that flow of energy, how things can slow down. I think you're learning how to stay in that flow. I think you're learning how to be optimistic, stay close to God. Also, too, learning about, you know, because nobody's perfect, that we all have karma, we all have to go through our ups and downs. But I think that you're learning how to ride that wave really effectively. And especially, too, if you were going through a period of time where you felt like things were slowing down for you, I feel like you've learned so much better how to handle that, how to move through that. And I see that if you had any negative karma, if you had any kind of blocked energy, you're processing that at lightning speed. And so that dip, you're kind of coming out of that dip in energy and riding back up to the top of that wave. And so a lot of your manifestations that maybe felt stalled or blocked, they're coming through now. Anything else for pile 2? 6 of Pentacles. The balance right there. You're so balanced right now. Wonderful. I think too, because if you did experience any difficulties, I feel like you handled it in such a beautiful, optimistic, you trusted in God throughout this whole process, which I felt like that was a test in and of itself. And because you were able to do that, He was able to help you move out of this stagnant energy here. For some of you too, and then we'll kind of close out, I also think that you, and just like me and like others as well too, I think a really important lesson as well is to always remain humble, even in your times of victory, even in your times of success. I think maybe you, like a lot of others, have experienced, you know, being on the top of that karmic wheel, feeling really good about yourself, but also seeing how that could maybe get to your head. and making sure that, you remain humble, you remain giving, you remain kind, and having empathy even for the people who've hurt you, which I know can be so difficult. And if someone has been really, really, really terrible to you, done really horrific things, then of course there is no rush in, healing your feelings about that situation or forgiving that person. But for the people who maybe haven't done that bad to you, but, feeling that impulse to want to just be in that Six of Wands energy of, I had victory, I succeeded over you, really learning how to not fall into that, because that is toxic and that is low vibrational. But the beautiful thing is the divine knows that we're all human. And the divine knows that, we have human hearts. And when we're hurt by people, it can be very tempting to, want to rub it in their face if you succeed over them. But that does accrue bad karma for every human being. I think we all experience that. I think we all fall into that. But I think if you've experienced that, you've also learned that I need to be empathetic. I need to know that we all have our ups and downs, and you never know what other people are going through. And if someone hasn't done something, really devastating to you, having empathy for them. And I think that's going to really help when you're in this victorious energy, when you are winning, when you are succeeding, to always remember that that doesn't have to be a permanent state of being. And that God really wants us to be humble and kind no matter what. Especially if the divine is blessing us. We have no excuse to not continue to want the best for others and to wish the best for others. I think you've learned that. I think you've grasped that really well. I think you may have experienced a time where you were winning and then it was a little bit of like, oh, is this going to change? But because you handled it well, the universe is going to put you right back on top once again. You did such a good job, Pile 2. Beautiful. Finances look great. I feel like a lot of things you're manifesting are really coming in this time. So just keep working hard, make good decisions. But otherwise, Ace of Wands, a beautiful, passionate, brand new start. Very fiery energy. I see a lot of excitement coming in for you because you did the work. And I think that you were able to handle the ups and downs with humility and grace, no matter what, and a true unwavering faith in the divine. And that's the secret right there. And then always gratitude to God and your angels and Jesus Christ for blessing you every day. Wonderful energy. So that's what I have for you, Pile 2. I love it. I'm sorry we went on a little bit of an energetic kind of rant there, but I think it's really, really important. And I think it's a really valuable lesson to, when you're on top, always have empathy for everybody in the world, and let God handle karma, but don't, necessarily rub it in people's faces, because you never know what can happen in your life too. Manifesting that goodness and staying in an energy of goodness and kindness and grace will get you there and keep you there in the long run. Beautiful. So that's what I have for you, Pile 2. Wonderful, wonderful energy. Things are looking so good for you. Keep working hard. Keep investing. I'm seeing a lot of growth. I'm seeing a lot of great progress in everything you're working on. Awesome. So I do hope it resonated. If it didn't, that's okay. You can check out one of the other piles, one of my other readings, or you can book a personal with me. Beautiful energy, Pile 2. So that's what I have for you. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose a third pile, then this is your reading on what are you manifesting over the next 6 months. So it's an interesting spread. We're definitely going to have to get some clarifiers because I see a lot of characters on the board here. With the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Cups, I definitely see that if there is any sort of self-limiting beliefs or any habits that you've been trying to elevate out of or grow out of, I see you doing that really quickly, actually. I definitely see any intellectual pursuits or any financial pursuits you're going to be working on. I'm seeing a lot of foundation building in terms of elevating yourself, elevating your spirit. Any harmful, if you have any harmful habits or anything that you've been trying to walk away from, anything once again that was limiting you, I see that moving forward in a really positive direction. I'm seeing a lot of confidence and a lot of forward movement in terms of building financial stability as well, and really just going within and kind of turning yourself into the person that you want to become. I see a lot of balancing of your energy as well. I also see too, if there was someone in your life who was causing hardships or causing difficulties, I see that opening up for you. This person might just kind of not be a problem for you anymore. This person might just kind of separate themselves from the situation and make things a lot easier on you. I also see a lot of recognition here from others as well. So if you were really wanting to be recognized for your hard work, your dedication, your skill, I see that improving a lot. Let's get some more. What else is pile 3 manifesting? Swords. Page of Swords. Pentacles. So, as well, with a lot of this balance and a lot of this forward movement, also know that you may, and this is sort of an unintentional manifestation, but you may be manifesting some people who sort of feel in a defeated energy in comparison to you. This could even be the kind of situation where you're manifesting like a victory over a difficult situation. Yeah, the Devil. There could be like some jealousy coming in, some envy. That's interesting. So we have fire, we have swords, we have King of Pentacles here. So we have fire, air, and earth here. With the King of Cups in reverse. Oh. Are some of you wanting to be a little less like open? Not even open necessarily, but I feel like you're also manifesting sort of like an energetic switch up. If there were people who saw you as like a really loving and sort of like innocent or naive individual. Ooh, I'm about to sneeze. That's a confirmation right there. If people saw you as someone who was just kind of like a fiery person who just kind of did things off cuff, I think you're actually manifesting people seeing you as a lot more like shrewd. Taking you a lot more seriously. 8 of Swords. This is a bit of a confusing spread, pile 3. One thing I'm going to say too, and I know people on all aspects of their energetic journey watch readings, but there may be the need for a sort of energetic recalibration here. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. Can we get some advice for pile 3 here? It's 9 of Swords in reverse. What's interesting here too is the other two spreads, I saw a lot of aces, so I saw a lot of work with the divine here. The only kind of other realm energy I'm getting here is the Devil. Work on your relationship with God and the divine and really relying on them. Because I'm kind of seeing here an energy of someone who feels like they can do it all on their own. If you feel like you work with God, if you feel like you're praying, if you feel like, you know, you're trying to work with energy, this is probably not your reading. But if you're one of those people who's like, I don't need angels, I don't need God's help, I see some not great manifestations coming in. I see lessons. Wow, the moon. Okay, we are getting somewhere. Because I was like, what's going on? It's 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. It's like you're manifesting things, but you're going to get extra things that maybe you don't want. Yeah. So, how does pile 3 adjust so that we can get on the right track here? This could have even been a past energy that you're moving out of. Yeah, and then all of a sudden we're getting all this God energy and divine energy now. So let's get the advice, and then let's see what we manifest after we make these changes. So with the Emperor, the Ace of Cups, yeah. Pile 3, this is only going to resonate for you if you don't have God in your life right now. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Hierophant. Yeah. It's like, I'm going to be honest, this almost feels a little bit more of like a warning. And, you know, when I did the topic today of what are you manifesting, I knew that, you know, sometimes people are on all parts of the spiritual journey, and sometimes we are not manifesting what we think we're manifesting because we're not doing it with God's help. I'm going to be honest. So the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Hierophant, I would really recommend almost having a little bit of an intervention with yourself, because I think you're putting in good work. I feel like you have good things that you want to manifest, but I almost kind of feel like you're on the precipice of a lesson here, like all of us. So I've experienced this as well, and I have to be honest, I never had a period in my life where I was like completely like, I don't need God. There was definitely times where I wasn't working with God and things were not working for me. So this is almost sort of, and you can choose to take this advice or not, it's totally up to you. And I know within, you know, the spiritual community, there's people who say, you know, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to say that on my channel because I don't think it's true. And I know that that might be an issue for some people, but when I pulled out this spread, I try to always err on the side of positivity while still being truthful. But the energy here is loud and clear. This feels like a lesson in the making. So if you're just trying to do it on your own without God's help, you're manifesting kind of a painful lesson that I think we've all experienced. If you were on that path of just not working with the divine, thinking you could do it all on your own. But if you recalibrate and really open your heart to God, I think that that's what's going to help you manifest what you want here. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Pentacles. See, that's nice. Ooh, yeah. You really could be trying to manifest abundance here, but it could kind of turn not great. So, if pile 3 is able to kind of go within, create a relationship with God, rely on God, and really be open to that, what are they manifesting in the next 6 months? Wow, yeah, I just got the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups. Let's see what they'll get. Wow, it's like your choice. It's like your choice here. It's like 2 paths. Wow, crazy. Wow, we got the Empress. Yes, we got love here with the Two of Cups, the Chariot, Three of Wands, Ten of Cups, Ace of Swords popping out. So what I'm seeing here is in terms of what you want to manifest, that is said out loud and clear. And I think that you will be able to get it, but you can't do it without God. So this is sort of the message for, yeah, I think you get it. If you're already working with God, then I don't think this is your message. And if you are, but you feel like it's still resonating, I would just say really continue to nurture that relationship. Continue to ask God for things, rely on God, pray. But if that's not something you practice, I actually see that I see some like manifestations of difficulties here. But it doesn't have to be that way. And I actually think that this one change will make all the difference. And the nice thing is, you know, having a relationship with God is free. Yeah, the High Priestess. I may be talking to someone who wants to rely only on like magical manipulation, or someone who petitions deities or something. I'm just saying. And please don't be upset. Because, you know, when I pulled these cards, I was like, ooh. Yeah. So just think about it. Just think about it. And if you're like, no, that's okay, but you may remember this reading in the future. Yeah, Two of Cups here. The Justice. Six of Wands. just think about it. I think God wants you to make this change. And once again, you know, these things can be done in tandem with God, but without him, just kind of relying on your own power or petitioning other entities, this feels like a lesson in the making. Yeah. But things could go really well for you. So just be open to it. Just at least think about it. Pile 3. You know, and most of the time, especially on my channel, and I'm very honest with my readings, I try to, well, honestly, most of the time I don't have to try to put out positive messages because most of my collective gets positive messages. But most of my collective, I feel, works with God. And whoever I'm speaking to, maybe you don't yet, or maybe you're trying to figure it out. But I hope this message reaches you, and I hope you at least think about it. But either way, you know, no matter where you go on your journey, God will always be there to take your hand when you're ready. That's wonderful. Yeah. 4 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. But do we really want to get to that point to get us to work with him? Yeah. And this could be a cycle that you may just have to repeat until you find your way back home. A little bit deeper. I don't think this is going to be for everybody, but I do hope it reached who it reached. I hope you feel okay. I definitely think that you're going to be able to overcome this, and I really don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want anyone to feel bad, because you shouldn't. But I feel like if you're hearing this message, if you're still here, you heard it for a reason. And you know God loves you. You know your angels love you, and they just want to hold your hand through this and help you with this. But you have to rely on them. You have to believe them, and you have to put them above yourself. But I think you can do it, Pile 3. Beautiful Pile 3. Thank you so much. A little bit more specific, but I really hope that this was helpful to whoever it resonated for. And God bless you. Love you so much. All right, so that's what I have for you, Pile 3. I do hope it resonated. I do hope it was helpful. If it wasn't, that's okay. You can check out one of the other piles, or you can watch one of my other readings, or you can book a personal with me. All right, that's what I have for you, beautiful Pile 3. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.